Can babies learn to read by the age of 1?
Mama.
What is it?
They can, they do, and they love to. Today, more and more parents are realizing that not only can babies learn to read, but they love to learn. And this is because the early years are the easiest time to teach reading, as it is also the most joyful period of learning for your child. Introducing Little Reader, the most effective system to teach your baby to read. Suitable for children aged 3 months and up, Little Reader will guide your child over the course of 1 year from reading single words to complete stories. The key to Little Reader's effectiveness lies at the heart of the system, a revolutionary software program that brings you and your child an experience you cannot get with other traditional tools such as DVDs, flashcards, and storybooks. Taking advantage of computer and internet technology, Little Reader makes lessons engaging for your child and easy for you like never before.
Yet, the Little Reader experience goes far beyond just the computer screen. Together with the 25 storybooks specially designed to teach your child to read, customizable flashcards, and phonics flip cards, Little Reader gives your child a comprehensive learning experience that you simply will not find anywhere else.
Little Reader uses the 2 most effective methods to teach babies and young children to read: the Flash method and the multisensory method, both developed by experts in the field of early childhood education and repeatedly shown to work with children as young as a few months old. Known also as the right brain method, the Flash method simulates flashcards where words or pictures are flashed rapidly to your child and absorbed at high speed by the right brain, which remains strong until the age of 6. With Little Reader, you can now achieve the required rapid rate of flashing with a simple press of a button.
Dog, cat, horse, pig, bird, duck, frog, donkey, fish.
Little Reader also makes full use of the multisensory method.
Clap.
Can you clap your hands?
Key to this method is your interaction with your child.
Clap.
For example, by guiding her to clap when seeing the word clap.
Put your hands together.
Interaction is crucial because your child will not only get visual stimulation, auditory stimulation, but also kinesthetic stimulation. The more of your child's senses are involved, the easier it is for your child to remember the word. Studies also show that the presence, or absence, of interaction will make all the difference as to whether your child learns or not. Little Reader is designed with parental interaction in mind, and by involving you in your child's education, Little Reader helps you become your child's first and best teacher. So what else makes Little Reader so special? One of the most important things to understand is that the key to successful teaching lies in whether you can engage your child's attention, not just for 1 day, 2 weeks, or 3 months, but continuously. One way Little Reader helps you make lessons more engaging is by giving you immense variety. For example, you will notice that every time you play back the same word, it will be played back using different font colors, font styles, pictures, audio, and video. With other media, your child may be attentive in the beginning, but after a while, when she sees the same thing over and over again, it may become increasingly challenging to maintain her attention. With Little Reader, each word typically comes with 3 different pronunciations, 5 pictures, 1 to 3 videos, and 2 different interaction phrases. So instead of being bored by the same pictures and sounds each time, the variety in lessons will hold your child's attention much better, even keeping her guessing what's going to show up next. Variety is also important because it enables you to teach the full and comprehensive meaning of the word. By showing only a picture of a poodle when teaching the word dog, your child may think that other types of dogs, which look different, are not dogs. Similarly, it is important to vary the words because you teach your child that it's neither the color nor the font that is important, and that even the casing may change, but they are all the same word. Another way in which Little Reader engages your child's attention is by letting you personalize the content. For example, one of the first things you can do is go to the family category and add personal pictures for mommy and daddy, as well as add your child's name along with your child's pictures. You can also do that with other family members, like Grandpa and Grandma, and even your pet. If you wished, you can even customize the content that comes with Little Reader. For example, instead of using the pre-installed pictures and sounds that come with the word nose, you could use pictures taken of the noses of different family members. Now when you teach the word nose, your child will see pictures of mommy's nose, daddy's nose, and even her own nose, making lessons more personal and meaningful. This is a feature that can only be easily done with a computer-based platform, and not with other traditional media. Now, you can choose to personalize almost all the lessons which come with Little Reader. And you can even add words that are particular to your culture, language, or country. However, all of this is totally optional. Little Reader gives you the power and flexibility to make lessons even more engaging for your child, yet this is completely at your own leisure, and as it suits you. Little Reader comes complete with an easy-to-use and comprehensive one-year curriculum.
Throughout the year, your child will see 3,000 words in 180 categories and enjoy over 3,000 pictures, 6,000 sound files, and 460 videos.
As new words are introduced and old words replaced each day, your child's reading abilities will progress from single words to couplets, phrases, sentences, and finally, complete stories. And not only will your child learn to recognize the words provided in the curriculum, our special pattern phonics systems will help her understand the rules of phonics intuitively and in the most natural way possible, enabling her to also sound out words she has never seen before. All it takes is just 3 to 5 minutes per lesson, twice a day, 5 days a week. Each time, the only thing you need to do is press play, without the need to prepare lessons in advance and having to wonder about what to play next. You can simply take more time to enjoy the learning process with your child. So what else makes Little Reader so special? With most other products, what you get will never be more than it was on the day that you bought it. But with Little Reader, what you get is a living product that grows with your child and is ever expanding. Even as you finish your 12 months worth of lessons, you can still continue to teach your child with Little Reader by going to the Brill Kids forum and downloading literally thousands more content files. The Brill Kids forum is the world's largest early learning online community, with over 50,000 members, many of whom create and share Little Reader content with other members for free. From within Little Reader itself, you can access thousands of content files in over 27 subject categories and in more than 24 different languages. With new content being created and added almost every day, you can tailor the lessons you show to suit your child's current interests, abilities, and needs. Expanding your content library is as simple as pressing the download button and letting Little Reader import it to your library automatically. Need someone to hold your hand as you go through your teaching adventure? The Brill Kids team and the entire Brill Kids community are here to support you. The Brill Kids website offers many intuitive levels of support. The help desk, downloadable ebooks, manuals, video tutorials, and customer support desk are all there to help guide you on your way to maximizing your use of Little Reader and to troubleshoot any problems you may encounter. Most importantly, advice need not only come from Brill Kids. Join in the fun and spirit of the Brill Kids community and chat with thousands of members on all sorts of early learning topics. Whether you need tips on how to use Little Reader or simply wish to learn from the experiences of other parents who are also teaching their children, participate in the very active discussion forum and get advice from other members tailored to your specific situation. So get your child started with Little Reader and give your child a love of reading. Brought to you by Brill Kids.